date everything.
It's time. Let's date everything. Once again, it will not let me have sound. No matter what I do, there's never any sound when I switch. But yeah, we had a couple days break, so now I'm actually excited to play it. And I'm amazed at that. No, I kid. If there was a universe where I could only date what I wanted to get the perfect ending, I would be far happier. But I have to date Doug. That's why I have feelings. So we're going to push through Doug today, I think. Doug, the existential dread, the horror that is a shitty dude, bro. We are going to stare at walls until he shows up, and then deal with him. And hate it. A lot. Waiting. Waiting. Oh,
What's up, dork?
fuck this guy. My lance, oh, fuck this guy.
Been seeing you around the house, adding more dateable objects to your stupid little cherub.
Okay, that's funny.
What the fuck? Take that.
Of course I'm gonna take that. You're a piece of shit. You're an original.
It was my idea first.
Yeah, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
Sue. I love suing. Anyway, you do something new with your hair. It looks different.
Yeah, shut up, dork.
Clever. Well, it looks like shit. In fact, it looks like you got your head stuck in a blender. Anyway, you caught me in the middle of ruminating. I ruminate a lot. It's hella tight.
What were you ruminating about, you little shit?
I was ruminating about the big crunch. You know the big crunch, yeah?
It's a machine for abdominals, yeah?
Oh, it'll twist up your guts, all right.
No, it's actually when the universe retracts into a giant crunch.
The big crunch is a theory in cosmology that suggests since the universe is currently expanding, it's possible it'll eventually run out of momentum.
Yep, then it'll rubber band back and we'll get smushed.
And when it does run out of momentum, the forces of gravity will pull it back together, like a giant rubber band suddenly contracting.
Yep.
And if that happens, the universe will collapse back into a singularity, like how it existed before the Big Bang. Everything in the entire universe and the universe itself will cease to exist.
Yep.
Poof! Nothing. Nada. Sick, huh?
No. Why?
I don't know. For the lulz. Anyway, enough about how everything you do is utterly meaningless no matter how desperately you attempt to rationalize it.
I don't know. I don't think they really got the memo about existential dread because they're using such big concepts. But existential dread is a lot more just about this, where you as a person are meaningless.
I've got something lighter to share.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pink underwear. Is what you're sharing edible?
No. Last time we chillaxed, I promised I'd find an activity we could both enjoy.
The word chillax fills me with existential dread.
Why did you think I chose it? After putting in a bare minimum of effort, I think I found a slightly tolerable activity.
You're not even trying, are you?
You're the one who'd be lucky to land me, dork. I'm the freshest metaphysical concept in the universe.
Your coloring is leaking.
Don't get it twisted. So I downloaded this new app, okay? It's called Play Bucket from the makers of Share Bucket, and let me tell you, it's fire. Totally worth the 99 cents.
What is it?
Play Bucket's a gaming platform where you can gamble.
Nope.
Apparently gambling's legal as long as it's on your phone for some reason.
Yeah, that always puzzles me. Like the slot games always confuse the shit out of me.
It's got poker and blackjack and go fish. It's even got Sudoku. You said you like Sudoku, right?
I was considering saying it, but I didn't actually say it.
See, that's how in sync we are.
Oh, this is hyper manipulative. Let's talk red flag number 82. Usually manipulators like this are actually very good at reading people, so he has figured out ways in which to manipulate the dialogue to his benefit. But he was able to read you because you don't leave the house, right? Well, what's things that people who don't leave the house like to do? Play on their phone, play games. If you've mentioned math in any capacity, you might assume, oh, Sudoku, oh, crosswords, oh, something like that.
The way I see it, this is a great way for us to spend time together.
Now he looks like he cares about you because he's thinking about you.
Potentially a lot of time together, if you catch my drift.
You're desperate. Was that an innuendo?
Not really. See, I'm currently down about $64 million, give or take a few million. So we gotta get all that cash back or I'm gonna owe some real bad dudes a lot of money. But I did some math, and I figure if we play roughly 100 million hours of Sudoku, we can definitely get all that crypto back.
Nope. Who loaned you 64 million?
I don't really want to get into it, but his name rhymes with Cravid Post.
So my boss?
It's funny. A lot of people spend a lot of money trying to make me go away.
I see. You're existential dread, so you would be existential dread for many people.
Never works, though. Anyway, enough talking. Talking's for losers. We've got 100 million hours of Sudoku to play. It'll be fun.
What if we just talked?
Talked? Didn't you hear what I just said? About talking being for Alright, you're a loser. How stupid of me. But sure, let's talk.
I just want to do things you don't want to do.
Lollipop dreams, oh magical regent of the Gumdrop Kingdom. God, you're so needy.
You're the one who needs me to play 100 million hours of Sudoku.
If that ass wasn't so frickin' tight, I'd drop you so fast.
Actually, my title is Sovereign Overlord.
Yeesh. Is that what you call flirting?
No. It's what I call correcting you because you're an ass.
This look at me, I'm so adorkable because I'm scared of actual sexuality.
Oh wow, we're getting out of this fast.
It's cringe as hell. I'm deducting massive Doug points for that.
I don't need fucking Doug points. Easy come, easy go.
Look, I'm trying real hard here to meet you halfway.
Why do you even want my attention again? These people will not leave because they need you to leave so that they can fit their confidence. They can improve their confidence.
You've got a lot of positive qualities. You're not that annoying, you're available, and your bod is halfway decent for a writhing pile of anthropomorphic meat. But you've got an awesome, super swole opportunity in front of you, and let's be real, you're kind of massively blowing it.
Why do I only get one option?
Of course you will. You'd be kind of stupid not to.
That's
And I know you're not
uncomfortable.
seen inside your brain.
You've seen inside my brain? That's also creepy.
Sure. I'm an abstract metaphysical concept. I'm not bound by the rules of the physical universe. So I can do cool things like walk through walls, or infest people's neurons and poison their thoughts with relentless, unending horror.
Ooh. I don't super like the way you're talking to me.
Shut up, dork. You love it.
No, I don't.
Now, I'm willing to give you another shot. Abby changed her number and moved out of state. But let's try a little harder going forward, okay? Otherwise, you're never gonna see me naked.
I don't really want to.
And I'd really hate for you to punish yourself like that just because you don't think you're good enough for all this.
Again, you're getting... Essentially, he needs you to validate him. That's what's going on here.
Because you almost are, okay?
Uh-huh.
In the meantime, I'll find another chill activity for us to do together. I think I finally know enough about you to choose the perfect one. And I'll get right on it. After I stop by this retirement home I visit on Wednesdays, I read to the terminally ill on their deathbeds. It's super dope of me.
I don't care.
Okay.
Commitment. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna not get the hate ending. Gonna not get the hate ending.
The gladiator who stands before you is at once intimidating.
I know, Titus, we've already done
A
this.
refreshing scent of springtime breeze. It slightly undermines whatever. She is beautiful and
Who dares disturb?
Slow day today.
You? Name yourself. By all the pods in the firmament, I swear, if thou hast disturbed me for any reason less worthy than the red memory of battle, I shall leave you sopped, dirty. I shall leave you as you present.
We don't even know each other and you're threatening me?
Threatening? Thinkest thou truly I have threatened? I have merely spoken, peasant. Bloom faith in thy breast, that in the face of a true threat from this general of note, thy knees should tremble,
Come here.
and bear you swiftly to a merciless ground.
This cat is like, but you have things on your desk. I can't jump up. You could come here. Come here. Oh, it's Victor's birthday today, and he had his birthday off, but he's not here. Fair enough, I believe you.
And good, too. My health routine, while extensive, does not include speaking without purpose. Neither does it include abandoning my troops in the heat of conflict. The war beats rage across the woven field, and soldiers in their multitudes bleed low. Open thy mouth not to keep me from this, the home of my heart. Keep your knees for now, civilian. You mayst need them when next we chance upon each other.
All right. Where is everybody? Guys! Are you being a terrorist, Cat? I don't know if you can see him, but can we get you on camera here? You terrorist buddy. Oh? Oh, we've lost you. He was like, you put me on camera, how dare! Hi. Man, guys, where are you at? Well, I won't pursue anyone that people were waiting for while you're gone, I guess. What do we do? What do we do? Do we just meet people who we've already met while folks are not around? Yeah.
Look, you may have drowned in the darkness and the sorrow, if only so that I will be understood in the eyes of one who is drowned like me.
Hi, Washburn. How's it going?
It goes as it goes. I was. And the light and the darkness consumed us both. And time crept in this penitent crawl moment to night, and I didn't notice. I had not enough breath in me to care for anything but this, for anyone but this, for anywhere but this now, my love.
Hey, you know I'm here, right?
Come with me. Come before me, with a look so piteous as if we had been loosed out of hell to revel in horrors. You know only a heap of broken images. A casual forgetting of even the shallow breath you're shackled to. You are a poor, marionetted hanged man, dripping from his cobweb strings. Come with me. Come into the deep water. I will give you lustful abandon under a salted rage of stars.
Was Drysdale into this stuff?
You fool. No. That was unkind. You do not know him. You do not truly know me either. Pleasure, ecstasy. Was he into this stuff? We exalted in each other in a way you could not possibly imagine.
Guy. Guy. I know you think you're being hot, and you kind of are, but not enough. I definitely can't imagine that.
My guess is you never really tried. There is another poem I think you might like. One that truly sums up our relationship. It's by T.S. Eliot.
Oh, by T.S. Eliot? I do love him too. Please do not bring up the...
The way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
I knew you were gonna bring... I knew it. How did I not know that you were gonna pick Wasteland? Just like completely ignore Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. You fucking idiot. Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky like a patient etherized upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights and one-night cheap hotels, and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells, streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh, do not ask, what is it? Let us go and make our visit. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo, the yellow fog that rubs its back upon the window panes, the yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle on the window panes, licked its tongue into the corners of the evening, lingered upon the pools that stand in drains. Let fall upon its back the soot that falls from chimneys, slipped by the terrace, made a sudden leap, and seeing that it was a soft October night, curled once about the house and fell asleep. And indeed, there will be time for the yellow smoke that slides across along the street, rubbing its back upon the window panes. There will be time. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. There will be time to murder and create, and time for all the works and days of hands that lift and drop a question on your plate. Time for you and time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions, and for 100 visions and revisions before the taking up a toast and tea. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo, and indeed there will be time to wonder, do I dare and do I dare? Time to turn back and descend the stair with a bald spot in the middle of my hair. They will say, how his hair is growing thin. My morning coat, my collar mounting firmly to the chin, my necktie rich and modest but asserted by a simple pin. They will say, but how his arms and legs are thin. Do I dare disturb the universe? In a minute there is time for decisions and revisions which a minute will reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all, have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voices dying with a dying fall beneath the music from a farther room. So how should I presume? And I have known the eyes already, known them all, the eyes that fix you in a formulated phrase, and when I am formulated, sprawling on a pin, when I am pinned and wriggling on the wall, then how should I begin to spit out all the buttons of my days and ways, and how should I presume? And I have known the arms already, known them all. Arms that are braceleted and white and bare, but in the lamplight downed with light brown hair. Is it perfume from a dress that makes me so digress? Arms that lie along a table, or wrap about a shawl. And should I then presume? And how should I begin? Shall I say I have gone at dusk through narrow streets and watched the smoke that rises from the pipes of lonely men in shirt sleeves leaning out of windows? I should have been a pair of ragged claws scuttling across the floors of silent seas. And the afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully, smoothed by long fingers asleep. Tired, where it malingers stretched on the floor here beside you and me, should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force the moment to its crisis? But though I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed, though I have seen my head grow slightly bald brought in upon a platter, I am no prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker, and I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker, and in short, I was afraid. And would it have been worth it after all, after the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me? Would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it towards some overwhelming question, to say, I'm Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all, I shall tell you all, if one settling a pillow by her head should say, that is not what I meant at all, that is not it at all. And would it have been worth it after all? Would it have been worthwhile after the sunsets and the dooryards and the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts that trail along the floor, and this, and so much more? It is impossible to say just what I mean, but as if a magic lantern threw the nerves and patterns on a screen, would it have been worthwhile if one, settling a pillow or throwing off a shawl, and turning toward the window should say, that is not it at all. That is not what I meant at all. No! I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. Am an attendant lord, one that will do to swell a progress, start a scene or two, advise the prince, no doubt, an easy tool, deferential, glad to be of use, political, cautious and meticulous, full of high sentience, but a bit obtuse. At times, indeed, almost ridiculous, almost, at times the fool. I grow old, I grow old. I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. Shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare to eat a peach, I shall wear white flannel trousers and walk upon the beach. I have heard the mermaids singing each to each. I do not think that they will sing to me. I have seen them riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back. When the wind blows the water white and black, we have lingered at the chambers of the sea, by sea-girls wreathed with seaweed red and brown, till human voices wake us, and we drown. So much better than the wasteland. Dear. I think you misunderstood me. I can see how passionate you are about what you believe.
Yes, of course. The poetry of it all. But please, it would destroy me to know that my passion was boring you. I have too many memories of that. Of brightly lit eyes gradually fading. The mask of tolerance sliding over the once familiar features of a friend. It is a precious kind of heartbreak. And my heart has its share of scars. Rather than batter away at the merciless stone of an unsympathetic mind, I will release you. Good luck to you, traveler.
What? He's having a very hard time. A very, very hard time. I want to help him, I do. But I don't know how, my guy. I truly don't know how. You speak in riddles. Like, it's not like T.S. Brilliant. It's really easy to understand. The Love Song of Jail for Prufrock is 5 pages. And it's simply about getting old. What on earth do you expect of people, my guy?
Hey there! You're back! And you've proven yourself worthy!
Thanks, Phil.
Even though I seemed ill with foreboding, you still returned!
Oh, no, it's my fault. It's my fault. I know exactly why it's doing it. Thank you for saying something. Hi, Logan. Sorry, I know exactly why I did. Man, I just read a cool poem and it was echoing the whole time. Oh, this sucks. No, I know why. My Streamlabs defaults to default for all of my microphones. So especially if I had someone else streaming with me and I don't remember to mute their channel, it'll double pull my mic.
Which means you care.
Look, if you promise to help me, I think maybe I can handle it.
If I promise to?
Yeah, it was definitely like that for far longer than I want it to be. I straight up read the entirety of J out for Prufrock. With an echo. This is a bummer.
Is that all that was holding you back? My fellow adventurer, I promise you, if I had a sword, I would swear on it. But I'm gonna have one soon, so I'll swear on the sword I almost have. I will never leave you behind. I will be there with you every step of the way. If you're really in, I have some more things that you need to know.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess so, Bo.
We've got a lot to go over.
Let's fucking do it.
This is a 2-part quest. Most good quests have multiple parts, and this is the best quest, so obviously it has multiple parts.
Okay.
I'm officially inviting you to go with me on the first part, the quest of the secret sword.
I'm excited that this is in my house.
It will be incredibly dangerous. We will face almost certain death, and worst of all, we'll most likely be unable to avoid a certain very nasty pirate.
We could die on this thing?
You're gonna be fine.
Listen, you're a box. You won't die.
If you die, I promise I will be very respectful about keeping your remaining stuff organized.
You're a box! Oh, my gain is super high. Luckily, I have a limiter. Right? Like it's just a letter opener. Or like one of those little cocktail swords that you put olives on or something.
That's the spirit. But now, we must speak of the pirate.
A pirate? Where the hell in my house is there a pirate? I actually know where there is one because there's like a little ship in a bottle on my mantle. Like, if there's gonna be a pirate, that's gotta be where he is. Yeah, or like a box cutter.
Haha, my dear friend. There are mysteries and wonders untold, and unnumbered fluttering around the edges of your potential this very moment.
Or like a push pin.
But the pirate lives in the ship in the bottle on the mantelpiece in your living room.
Yes, that's really where a pirate would be.
I'm surprised you've never met him. He makes an impression, to say the least.
You guys got beef.
I can tell you a bit about him, and more importantly, how he fits into the quest that we're about to embark on, if you want.
Yeah.
Okay then. What you really need to know about Jacques is that he's a pirate. He's tiny. He's very unpleasant, warlike, highly aggressive, touchy, melodramatic, demonstrative. Everything has to have a flourish or a feather or some kind of blood feud drama. He's tried to kill me a couple times. Unsuccessfully, because again, he weighs less than a good solid bout of flatulence.
Oh, ow. Ow.
They can make a reality show about him, and he'd be the only one in it because he lives in a freaking bottle. It would still be a good show, actually.
Yeah, it would be a really good show.
Oh, and also, the secret sword that we're about to
Oh, okay. How am I going to get in a Do you realize I'm human-sized, Bo? How am I supposed to get inside the bottle? Couldn't we just ask him for it?
Yeah, we could, except he's pissed at me now, and I don't think the route of using our words is gonna work.
Because you tried to steal it instead of asking him, because I don't know why.
You're gonna ask why he's pissed at me.
Because you tried to steal it instead of asking him.
Well, because the few times he's tried to kill me were when I tried to steal the sword from his ship all by myself.
Bo.
And now he thinks I'm a thief. Though I did just describe it as stealing, didn't I?
You put a bow on a box. I just got it. That's cute.
So, yeah, okay. I'm a thief.
Yes, you are.
A thief for a righteous cause, though. Which means it's okay.
I kind of feel like Takamura in Cyberpunk, where it's like, no, you are a thief. Sorry. According to fucking whom?
Me. But Jacques is still a butt. And we do still need the sword, and I can't tell you exactly why right now, but please trust me.
But Jacques is still a butt.
I think if it's the two of us, together, we're gonna have much more luck. He doesn't know you.
So, I don't know. We have to go get it. She said that there's some sort of treasure she's after the first time I talked to her, but I don't really know much other than that. Like, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, like, have you ever been hit with the plug on an extension cord? That shit hurts.
Maybe you'll make a better first impression than I did. Would be hard not to make a better first impression than I did. Are you still in?
Yeah, I'm in, I guess.
You. Wonderful. Trust me, this is going to be the adventure of all of our lives.
Fucking whatever. Let's sort some stuff with Memoria.
Well. Are we all back?
I feel like, yeah, Logan, I wonder if it's like a MacGuffin even. I feel like, you know, she's so similar to Indiana Jones that the first thing he has to get is always not what he needs.
Yep, here. Just had myself a nice cold spaghetti lunch, so I'm fueled up and ready to rock.
Oh, delicious. Where did you get spaghetti?
Seems like the kind of question you don't actually want the answer to, doesn't it?
Oh, Cam, you are so resourceful.
Memoria.
and energized, which I'm glad about. We have another full box to go through.
All right, let's do it.
We all know how this works by now, so boys, go to your corners.
Feel like I'm getting punished in school. Dope.
And you, Art darling, right up here, front and center. Don't worry, I won't bite. At least not until you ask me to.
I hope our work this day will be a good one for Art.
You're so sweet.
So, item 1. Chimneyland. Oh, isn't it macabre? Every time I look at this map, I feel like we're back there all over again.
Like Disneyland, but Chimneyland? That's amazing.
That one Halloween when you brought this map back. Those memories are so dark and so twisted and so... Oh, my. I'm losing control. I did not expect this process to be so invigorating.
My inner goth is apparently losing her mind. That one, it's just so cool because this woman needs that.
Evocative. Worth a good study.
It's really just because I think Memoria would stab me if I didn't keep
Quite
it.
glad I'll get to see that one every day. Yum. Oh yes, funny sayings that people with no personality hang up on the walls. I think these were your nod to a fad that was going around.
Yes.
I actually admire you for these. They're on the trend while also poking fun at the trend.
Right? Like, look, I mean, I can't help that I'm stoned. You should have known that.
And honoring that brief obsession with coffee, of course.
Yeah, that passed.
So, what does their future hold?
They can go.
Awesome. That coffee one will go with all the grounds I've got laying around.
That works out nicely then. So look, nature. This is a real 4-leaf clover. Dead, preserved, beautiful. You brought this back from your trip to the botanical gardens. You met a guide there who took you on an unofficial tour. Alex, I think you said. And Alex picked this for you, told you to keep it always, even though you're not supposed to pick anything at all. I remember when you walked in with it, you were almost floating. I'll bet you'd forgotten you still had this. What would you like to do with it?
Let's bring it out and hang it up. I'm a botanist.
A tribute to a beautiful memory.
I would be the unofficial guide and have been. If you catch me in, like, a planty place, I go out and, like, teach people at random.
Good. The memories that bring us joy should be seen. Well, and then there's this. It's a photograph. You took this of a beach. Of course, a hot and sandy one. Not of a cold and rainy one, which, if you ask me, is the only time that a beach is not a monumental waste of time. I will never understand this fascination with beaches.
It's kind of a boring photo.
But this one was special to you. Is still special, perhaps? It was a moment of great stillness for you. You took this photo to remind yourself of that moment when you felt purely happy. Even if it did happen on a beach. So, what would you like to do with it?
Well, if it's a moment where I felt purely happy. Yeah.
And I can understand why.
I do think it's a boring photo, though.
I'll put it...
Good then. Good progress. Ah, time to move into the educational material.
Oh dear.
This was the manual for that microwave your parents gave you before you went off to college. It was in your grandmother's house, then your mother's, and then your dorm room, and finally your
That is
apartment.
so real. I still have manuals for things that I'm never, ever going to use.
I have a memory of it being very reliable, very loud, and very orange. Apparently your grandmother taught you how to make cheap brownies in it.
Yeah, 1-cup brownies.
What do you think? Light reading before bed, perhaps?
No, it can go.
I'll take it. It's even got stains on it. Score.
Decisive today.
Trying to get it done.
Indeed. On we go then.
Yeah, actually, let's see what happens if I do that.
Oh, I'm not usually one for adorable, but look at your parents.
Oh, I don't actually talk to my
I know them,
parents.
of course. I memories of them. And when I look at this photo, my darling, it is a good memory. What would you like to do with it?
Not ready to make a decision. You keep it.
I knew it. Adorable always gets in the way. That ends our day's work. It's nice to see so much of me up on the walls now. A good day. Now shoo, one more day like this and we'll be done.
Okay. Now we'll see if it shows up. We'll just go talk to her right away.
Oh look, a fantastic red shirt. If only you were a Toreador. We have just been discussing whether or not we're excited for the upcoming end of our little project.
I, for one, cannot decide. On the one hand, it means we will have completed the piece, and there's something wonderful about that. Something wonderful that we've worked on together. What we've created couldn't have been created by anyone else at any other time than by us, right now. On the other hand, we won't be in the midst of it anymore, and that's... there's so much sadness in that. I think that I'll miss you all. I'll miss this.
You're such a sweet person.
Suffering on either hand. How sweet.
This is what they thought the Addams Family should... This is like what the Addams Family wanted to be, but failed.
And Cam?
Oh, look, did you notice that it's one of those little, like, mash things? The four corner?
Cam?
Yeah?
A Tamagotchi on her neck. Isn't that cool?
What are we talking about?
About the end of our time together. How we feel about it. I'm very ready to have it all finished at last. How about you?
Oh. Yeah, I don't care.
He doesn't care about anything.
What a fetching color it is on you, Cameron.
Oh, hold on. So they're called like a paper fortune teller or a chatterbox. Yeah, they're like little four corners and you write answers on them and like they pick them and then you like fold them, you know? And then eventually you decide to lift up a flap and it gives the fortune.
Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Aw, just when I didn't want a friend.
I'm ready when you are.
All right then, on we go. Oh, I was wondering when we were going to get to this one. This is a photo. It's a darling photo. Of you on the toilet, taking your first
Why do I
all
have
by
that?
yourself poop. You kept screaming for her to get the camera, and you held that little poopy in until she went and got it. I don't think your father was there. He heard about it over dinner. Shall we put this on display?
No.
Well, you insist.
Listen, that's a memory you keep, but don't display.
It's like we're on a roll with your childhood. Spaghetti was just not your favorite as a child, was it?
Those noodles look really familiar, actually.
My, what an amazing expression. Oh, look at those tears.
What shall we do with this one?
Rehang it. It's exquisite.
I love a good still life. What a moment to capture.
Riveting. Next up on the Childhood Railroad, you doing a lot of childhood type things.
Great.
There are a couple of them that still make me smile. You playing knights with the plunger sword. That evil dragon never stood a chance. Pretending to do your homework by wearing the book on your head. You thought it was some version of osmosis, where if the words touched you, you'd just know them. It didn't work, of course, but one can dream. Anyway, it's a lovely little
I actually
collage.
don't have any pictures of my childhood past 10. My parents stopped taking them.
Oh, I agree. What is artistic if not our own life histories?
Isn't he sweet?
I like him too.
Of course you do. Oh, look, it's something you made. Your Plentio pasta portrait. Your teacher was quite a talented artist.
No, after Fantina, Miss Feller was amazing. I miss her.
She must miss you. So, what shall we do with it?
Let it go.
Nice. I almost never get dried pasta. Only the gooey stuff.
Congratulations, Cam. Oh, this one is a bit ironic. Your diploma, your Bachelor of Fine Arts in Customer Service. You know, no matter what happens,
From Cardboard
you
University.
still earned this. Shall we hang it? AI be damned.
AI be damned. I earned it.
That you did. The art of an achievement.
We are quite near an achievement ourselves. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so it doesn't go back in the queue.
It's your graduation day from high. We were all so proud of you. And look who else was there with you.
Teddy!
It's Teddy.
He was so nice that day.
With you forever and always. What about this one?
Yeah, that can go on the wall.
I know just where it should go.
Excellent. This concludes our last culling. Your walls are absolutely bursting with your memories. So much better than being bursting with them myself. Well, my darling, I'm quite sad to say that it's over. I did not expect to enjoy getting through all that with you, but you are very pleasant company. And existing on my own now, unencumbered by stuff. I can't even tell you how good that feels. Thank you for making it possible.
Is that all you enjoyed?
Well, I enjoyed you. I enjoyed the flirtation. I enjoyed the ruthlessness with which you axed the unnecessary parts of your past. I rather enjoyed being put on display. My beauty does need to be seen to be believed. There was a lot to enjoy, and I am open to all kinds of pleasure.
Because I enjoyed you quite a bit.
Of course you did. There is nothing as seductive as darkness. In fact, why don't you scoot a bit closer to me? I'll show you what I mean.
You and Memoria share a kiss that will live in both of your memories for decades to come.
That's sweet. I like that they didn't go straight sex with that. I think that's not her style. I think she's much more of like a tease and come back type. Since we're between people, I'm just gonna let the ad break go, but we'll run and look at some photos. Cool. All right. We'll be back in just a second. Alright. Let's date some things. Can I date this? I can.
For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home, smoke and all. But a closer look reveals the smoke is in fact attached to this apparent firefighter's head.
Oh.
You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices you, she begins to rush you along, raising her voice and waving her arms at you.
Thank heavens you're here. Bleep! Well, don't just stand there. Go get help!
Bleep! Oh my god. Oh, that horrible sound when they need a battery. What's wrong?
What do you bleep mean, what's wrong? Don't you bleep see that?
I can withstand this. I can withstand anything.
Why?
You know what? I like this sound after a while. It's very pleasant.
Whoa there. My
Oh!
content aware has given me a tickle.
Okay.
Arma has gone through some trauma and might even have more in store for her. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with trauma, suicide,
Suicide.
and other violent acts. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this.
Suicide.
For sure.
Suicide.
You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
Now I'm just morbidly curious.
On with the show.
What's that? Couldn't hear you for a sec. Arma Alarm at your service.
Hi there, Arma. Nice to meet you.
You too. So, what brings you around here?
I heard a bleep.
Oh yeah, that's part of my job. You see, I'm here to protect the house from fire. Take a look around you, at everything you love. Now just think. If you're not careful, it could be gone in an instant, consumed by raging flames. I've got to stay vigilant at all times.
A real-life hero. I admire that.
Some people don't get how hard it is to have a job like mine.
Ooh. Alright, tiny but sexy.
You have to be constantly on the lookout for the slightest sign that something could be wrong. If I let my guard down, even for a second, this whole place could be turned to ash. I've seen it happen.
Oh. You've seen it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's probably... I shouldn't have asked about it. I completely understand.
That means a lot to me. If you come back in a bit, I might be ready to talk about it then.
You take your leave.
What a beautiful smile. Let's go get abused by Doug, shall we? I'm trying to just push through his story so I don't have to think about him anymore.
Sup, dork? Smile looking fresh today. You get those teeth whitened?
Must just be my new toothpaste.
Nice. Teeth are fascinating, you know? Did you know biologists theorize that teeth were originally hardened scales on fish that over time migrated to the mouth area where they aided in grabbing and processing food?
I actually didn't know
In
that.
fact, if you look at modern shark scales or dermal denticles through a microscope, they still look like teeth.
Wow.
So your teeth were most likely fish scales originally.
Wow, that's
Isn't that
cool.
super upsetting?
No, that's pretty neat. It's not that upsetting.
Sure, maybe not now. But just wait until you get stuck ruminating about it at 2 a.m.
Why would that be upsetting in any capacity? That's really neat. Biology's cool.
That's when the real fun starts.
So, this sort of pattern of narcissism or deep insecurity, it really gets old. Because their main goal is to know that you're hurting, so they can comfort you, right? Like, the idea is that they need to pull you out of it. That would be really cool if you had fish scales instead of fingernails.
Anyway, you're just in time. I think I finally found an activity we can share that we'll both enjoy.
Anything with you I will not like.
So I know you ultimately weren't into Share Bucket or Play Bucket, which personally I think is kind of a garbage opinion, but I still want to bang, so I'm gonna let it go for now.
There it is. You're the one who wants me.
The good news is, there's a brand new app that just rolled out, and it's the dopest one I've seen yet. You want to hear about it?
Yeah, whatever.
It's called VidBucket. It's a video app that exclusively features car crashes, really gnarly ones.
Oh my god.
And sorry, I was so excited, I kind of got started watching without you. Totally my bad. But the good news is, there's still over 253,000 crash videos we can watch together.
I'm sorry?
Man, it's gonna be so tight.
Seems kind of upsetting.
Right? Isn't it awesome? And it's not limited to just our country. See, every country in the world has car wrecks.
Yeah, no shit.
And the less government oversight, the sicker the carnage.
Actually untrue.
Total splatterfest. It's legit.
Well, as far as... Oh, you mean less government oversight of what goes on the web.
You ready?
Yeah. Do I have a choice?
Choice? Don't worry your pretty little head about
Oh
that.
my god.
Why would you want to shoulder the burden of choice when I can choose for you?
Yeah, Doug more like... Logan says Doug more like, ugh, this guy's name is so lame I can't think of a pun. Douglas. Doug more like... Bug. I'll squish you, little puny man.
Okay, let's get ready for senseless graphic destruction. Oh, can you press the play button for me? My ripped fucking fingers are kind of tired. They were pretty busy last night, if you know what I'm saying.
Gross. Playing dumb is the best way to handle this person.
Crow-whatting? Sorry, when shit sounds too boring, my brain totally just blanks it out. I've already forgotten whatever dumb thing you just asked me. Anyway, I was texting Abby all night. She forgot to block me on WhatsApp.
You are creepy.
Gotta block me on literally everything or else I always find a way.
Yes, like a true narcissist. I could deal with Doug less. Ooh, perfect, Logan.
I'm real persistent. Anyway, assume that was pretty clear. Man, you really need to take some fish oil subs or something. That's what I call supplements. It's trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
Get some fish lube in that mouth along with those dermal denticles. Because right now you're on a one-way ticket to Dementia Town.
Ooh. So you want to establish that I have a poor memory so that in the future, when you gaslight me, you can just bring it up? How original.
Jeez, what is it with you and talking?
Because it's your weakness.
We are talking right now, blah, 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 blah. Our mouths are flapping and pointless information is being exchanged. See?
Isn't that better than watching 253,000 car wrecks?
You're joking, right? Look, talking's just not what I do. That's not my deal.
Except you'll text Abby all night.
I watch sick-ass vids of car wrecks and play poker and argue with white-knighting dweebs online. And if you want to hang with this smoldering smoke show, you're gonna have to love doing that shit too.
Okay, we won't hang.
Forever.
That's a waste of time.
Waste of time? Life is a waste of time, dork. Everyone yaps endlessly about how precious their time is, how they want to make sure they're using it in a meaningful way, but that's where they lose the plot. There's no such thing as meaning. It's a dumb BS idea humans invented to help them score.
You're not wrong that there's no such thing as meaning, because that implies a god or some sort of arbiter of what meaning could be. And that humans apply meaning because we need to have consequences or linear thinking in order to feel comfortable with ourselves. But it wasn't so that we could score.
We can't waste time, because time is worthless and nothing matters. That's it.
I just disagree.
Shocking. I'm sure the meaningless black void of existence will be very concerned about your opinion on this issue.
Right, like, literally the only good points he has is about meaning and the cognitive tricks we play on ourselves to make our lives purposeful. There's literally nothing else this guy does that is worthwhile.
I'll be sure to bring it up to him next time he's wasted on my couch. Now, are you finished? Because I've got a long list of meaningless crap I gotta get to.
Yeah. I'm finished. I mean... Shut up, dickwad. You're pathetic.
Doug, for the first time since you've met him, seems slightly taken aback.
Fuck you.
Excuse me?
You heard me, you worthless piece of crap.
I'm not a worthless piece of crap.
Are those tears glimmering in those dark eyes?
Where's this even coming from? Why are you doing this? I really thought we were hitting it off, making a real connection. And now you're yelling at me and calling me names? God, this is just like her all over again. After I promised myself I'd never get in this position ever again.
Her? Her who? Abby?
What? No, not Abby. I don't care about Abby. Look, I don't want to get into this with you. You obviously don't give a shit about me, just like she didn't, so just get out of here, okay? Leave me alone.
Oh, I'm gonna bother you tomorrow for sure. That is gonna fucking happen. Let's follow a lead for Mateo.
You know Harper? The hamper?
No, but I guess that's my hamper.
Well, recently, when I was cleaning up around her, I happened to see one of the animals.
Oh!
If you're looking for him, you might want to check that area.
Thanks.
Sweet. See you around.
Does that mean I have to talk? What? 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 Oh, it's because I stepped on the Hanks. Oh, wait.
A friendly-looking serpentine piece of brush greets you. This inanimal probably isn't Davy, but might still need a home. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are.
That's cute. You're very cute. Okay. I really don't want to have to talk to Harper. I'm gonna have to talk to Harper. It's just gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Okay. Let's go bother Doug. Doug, you have no respect for me, so I have no respect for you. You told me to leave. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna make you cry.
Doug looks positively rattled by your arrival. His blank face doesn't betray much, but the body language says it all.
Oh, dork. Wasn't expecting you. Please just leave me alone, okay?
No one ever expects the dork. I mean, Brunhilde.
Sure, whatever you want, dog. Just please don't bully me anymore.
I won't. I promise, you bully.
I'll believe it when I see it. Look, I don't mean to be such a time-wasting dick. That's just my deal, you know? CEOs write themselves sweet golden parachutes. Big dogs piss on smaller, more annoying dogs. Existential dread is a time-sucking dick.
Were you always this way?
Always? No, not always, I guess. But it's who I am now. And I've been this way for a long, long time. Ever since, well, I guess ever since Hope left me.
Oh. Now we're getting somewhere. Who's Hope?
Hope was the most wonderful thing to ever happen to me. We were in a relationship. The most incredible relationship I ever could have imagined.
Of course she looks like Snow White.
Which is nuts, considering my capacity for imagination is pretty much limitless. Provided you're asking me to imagine the most disquieting horrors in the universe, of course.
Go on.
Hope evened me out, softened my sharper edges.
Connection unstable. Stream die? Of course it did. Moment I get more than...
My compulsions to endlessly ruminate on the meaninglessness of it all quieted down when she was around.
Okay. Looks like we're live. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're doing okay-ish. Somewhat okay-ish.
When I held her in my arms, things weren't so dark. And for once in a trillion years of pointless existence, I was content. But she's gone now.
Hmm. What happened?
I was always able to deal with my own endless multitudes because she was always there to support me. She held me up when no one else would.
He takes a moment, perhaps reliving some bittersweet memory. His eyes are beginning to look glassy.
So you, like, put all of your emotional labor on her and she got exhausted.
But she's never coming back.
Maybe you could find a new Hope.
A new Hope? She's irreplaceable.
Tears slide down those marble cheeks. It's hard to believe what you're seeing. Doug is actually crying. He tries to hastily wipe his tears, but he can't seem to keep up. After a few moments, he gives up, sighing heavily.
I can't believe you caught me like this. I feel so naked.
Well, you walk around half naked, so... Can you elaborate?
You know, I could, but I won't. It's much too painful to revisit. So, this is who I am now. Without Hope, I'm just a dick who wastes people's time. I've accepted that.
Have you considered changing?
Nah, that sounds like a lot of work. And if the universe is inevitably going to get crushed into a singularity, any work seems real dumb. Anywho, as much as I'd like to keep wasting time with you, I've got to run. There's this social worker on his deathbed I gotta visit 3 towns over. Apparently he's feeling peacefully content that all his awesome earthly achievements will persist long after he's gone. And I gotta explain that the literal second he dies, a nuclear holocaust could wipe away everything he ever accomplished, and he'd never even know. Baller, right?
Your cruelty is horrific.
Listen, he's the one who wasted his life doing good for others. Maybe we can meet up later, though? As like FWBs or something?
Sure, friends it is. No benefits, though.
Damn, love those bennies. See you around, dork. still won't answer her texts, so you'll have to do.
That's surprising. I didn't think I'd actually not get a hate ending. Well, ads are starting. Let's BRB. And we're back. I'm actually exceptionally relieved I never have to talk to that person again. I have to talk to Harper. Okay, let's go.
Normally, when you aim your date viators at an object, you see one personality only. But this time, there are two. And they're so engrossed in a hideous argument, they don't even notice you've arrived. One is dressed in woven straw, with clothing in a basket on her back, and a shock of red hair that runs down it. The other is only just visible under a messy mop of dark hair and a pile of dirty clothes he's draped all over his body.
Do you think I'm stupid? You think I can't see what's going on right in front of me?
I never said you were stupid, but I am starting to think you're insane.
If I'm insane, it's because you make me that way.
This is Sasuke.
Yeah? Without me in your life, you'd be real fucking normal, huh? Like you don't cling to literally anyone in your life the same way.
I wouldn't have to cling if you would just stay where I can see you.
I am here literally every day. I can't have a minute to myself.
You guys okay?
Both of them whirl around to face you, their expressions changing immediately.
Oh, hi! I'm sorry you had to hear that, but please don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, just fine.
Mm-hmm.
The energy in the room may have dampened, but there's still a thick tension in the air.
You don't have to pretend to be okay.
We're not pretending. We're just as strong as ever.
Yeah, strong.
Oh dear, we haven't even introduced ourselves. Though, Durkee and I know you well.
Please don't call me that in front of other people.
You're so cute when you get assertive, Durkee. Anyway, I'm Harper, and I'm your laundry hamper.
Well, here's Doug with a vagina.
I'm Dirk, and I'm your dirty laundry.
I love that he has washing instructions on his arm.
Whoa there. My
Oh, no shit.
has given me a tickle.
Yeah. Oh, has it?
Harper and Dirk have a relationship that isn't exactly the healthiest.
No.
It could be triggering for people who have dealt with toxic and abusive relationships. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure.
It's for the inanimals.
You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
I'm fine. I'm just gonna do it all.
He is a very dirty boy, isn't he?
Oh my god, don't belittle him like that.
Harper.
Harper stomps on Dirk's foot, beaming all the while. Dirk grunts, but says nothing.
Anyway, that's us.
You could sound a little happier when introducing us, Durkee.
Do I not seem happy?
I don't know, maybe you just stomped on his foot.
He looks at you, stone-faced.
Every minute with Harper is a non-stop party.
Harper's smile grows strained.
Well, someone around here's got to try to put a happy face on things. Durkee broods all the time like he's fucking Batman.
The superhero who dresses like a bat?
What? No. You know, the baseball-themed superhero who patrols the stadium of Baseball City.
Kinda weird you've never heard of him.
Don't be rude, Durkee.
I'm not. It's just surprising.
Not everybody keeps their nose in a comic book like you do.
Well, not everybody needs the level of escapism I do.
There's an awkward silence, and then...
You know, because they're not dating the laundry hamper equivalent of a bamboo finger trap.
Harper is silent for a very long time, but you can feel another argument coming. Just as she opens her mouth, you speak first.
It was a pleasure meeting you two. Goodbye.
You too, honey.
Come see us again sometime.
The look in Dirk's eyes seems a bit desperate, as if he's silently pleading with you to return. You can hear Harper and Dirk's raised voices long after you leave the room.
All I want is to ask about Davy.
Bleep! Fire! Fire! Bleep!
Thought I heard something from down the hall.
We need to go get help.
Bleep!
You having a flashback? Poor thing. Just Scandelabra getting a little overzealous with his hairdo. No need to worry.
Bleep!
It was? Oh, that explains why there was just a tiny amount of smoke. And it went out half an hour ago.
Okay, now can you...
Yes, I'll just...
This is a real thing, you know?
That should do it. So, what brings you to my neck of the woods?
Just thought I might stop by and see how you were feeling.
I'm 100% ready for anything.
Beep.
Alma holds her arm up to stop any further conversation, her eyes narrowing. She sniffs a few times.
Wait a minute. Do you smell that? It smells like...
Like a hint of incest? Incest. Incense wafting on the breeze?
Alma's eyes widen, and your eardrums twinge in anticipation.
Fire!
Oh, do you have tinnitus, Logan? So does, Vic. It's Victor's birthday today. Nesquik's birthday. Oh lord, here we go again.
We need to get everyone out of here!
Arma, we're okay. There is no fucking fire.
Are you sure? How can you be totally sure?
Arma, I think we need to talk.
About what? Everything's great.
You're pushing so hard you're making mistakes. Why? I'm here to listen. It's okay.
I think it all comes down to something that happened in my childhood.
Arma is quiet for a few moments, gathering herself. She doesn't quite look at you as she speaks.
When I was young, I was placed on the wall near the front of the window. It was a wonderful place. I could watch the outside world with all its color, bustle, and excitement. I could see the neighbors' houses. It was all so beautiful and so innocent. But then, one morning, I saw smoke rising from one of the neighbors' windows across the street. I thought it was just a piece of burnt toast or something, because they were always doing that. And so I said nothing.
Oh, Arma.
It was a fire. It was horrible. By the time the fire trucks got there, it was already too late.
But you were in another house.
Everything burned. The paint peeled and charred. The glass shattered. The whole house, and every single thing in it, all destroyed.
That's truly devastating.
I never forgot that day. Never. It's what made me want to be the best protector I can be. It gave me the passion I needed to endure all the hours of training. It's also why I never let my guard down.
Now I really understand. Thank you, but my ears don't forgive you.
Yes. Now you understand.
What you've been through sounds really difficult.
It wasn't that bad. Other people have suffered far worse.
Witnessing a traumatic event can be just as damaging as being involved. 100%. In fact, sometimes it's more damaging.
I didn't know that. What should I do?
Rest. Surround yourself with calm, with others who love you.
I can do that. But what about my job?
I'll keep an eye on everything and make absolutely sure we stay safe.
You would do that for me?
I would. I care about you. You're my fire alarm.
You think of me? As special? Maybe when I'm better, I can follow up on that feeling. I'm going to get started on my healing journey right now. Beep, beep.
Recharging that battery might not be a bad place to start.
Yeah. I guess I've been beeping for a while now. Sorry about that. I was so focused on keeping a lookout that I didn't even notice.
The beefless Arma begins her healing journey, and you take your leave.
Okay. But that's not the end of her story. Which I find disconcerting. Wait. Damn it. I guess let's talk to the pirate.
A petite pirate glares at you. There's so much to take in here. But you don't dare to get a good look in when he looks like he's contemplating running you through.
Does it beep, Logan? Does it beep? Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, look. It's you. Come to make fun, have you?
Yes. Starting off well, I see.
Do you legitimately imagine anything that cascaded
Cocktail
out of
sword.
that corrupting, nagging mouth of yours could shock me? Do you honestly believe I could be shocked?
You look shocked to me.
I am emotionally quite contained. In fact, one could say I am quite bottled up. Trapped within tubular glassy confines.
You saying you want me to bring more spice to this burrito?
What in glossy hell is a burrito?
You've never had a burrito?
Obviously, I've never had one, if I don't even know what it is. What is it with you and excitement, positivity, sharing? Great Hades, it turns my stomach sour.
Logan, thank you for thank you. I've been trying to figure out what this is. Like the little, yeah, a little Eastern chicken. Whoever is that genius, like... Burrito is rice and beans and spices, and you wrap it up in a big tortilla.
You're comparing the insoluble crisis of my existence to lunch?
Well, when you put it that way.
Too much. The line is crossed. Your pitiful life is forfeit to my magnificence.
Hold on. I must own up to dyslexic number failing. Sure, let's see how he reacts. I'm falling in love with your magnificence.
Think ye your insolence brings you only death?
You're going to kill me?
Dear sweet Davy Phones! If you insist on reducing everything to its simplest expression... Yes, yes, I am going to kill you.
Okay.
Bear witness to your undoing.
I'm bearing!
Can you not feel it? Do you beg for quarter? For mercy from the most murderous, blood-eyed cudger to plow the fathomless flood?
You gonna kill me?
Of course I am! I am killing you, right now!
Oh. Nah.
I'm tearing you limb from limb and dangling your bits from the rigging to tempt the crows. You take a moment to inspect yourself. Your limbs and bits all appear to be just where you left them.
Seems like you're talking a lot about it and not doing anything.
Oh, I am. I'm filleting your sorry rind. In my mind.
In your mind! I did die momentarily, but apparently the sprite in the computer screen can't appreciate my beautiful acting skills. Speculative stabbing.
Damn your hide, speculative! It's as real as the snap of sail in the wind, the squish of flesh and bone as it makes way for my blade.
I'm just gonna put this out here. Even if you did stab me with the thumbtack, I guess if you did it in my finger or like a toe, it could do some damage. They're not very long. That was kind of poetic.
Poetry. Never could stomach this stuff.
Also, hi, Lime. But you speak so beautifully.
I do not speak
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, guy. I have an ego death like every day. It's nothing new.
I am the fearsome Captain Jack Sparrow. I am the plague of the high seas. I deal in death, spectacle, and warning. I spout the macabre. I vomit forth danger and horror. There is nothing beautiful in my world, least of all my damn self!
Actually, he is kind of cute, like, really. My friend was like, "Hey, I have something coming to you for your 40th birthday," and I was like, "Oh, cool. Thank you. I don't really need presents." And then he was like, it hasn't come, and so I was just letting him know because, like, what if it got lost or whatever? And he was like, no, I swear. And I'm like, no, stop. There's no way to avoid this misunderstanding, right? Like, I wasn't trying to nag him. I was really just trying to be like, hey, it hasn't shown up. What if it got lost? It's true. He does have quite a fearsome vocabulary. Hey, Tony, if the stream's getting interrupted, it might be because you're talking to me. But you look beautiful to me.
Jacques makes a strange noise, almost akin to a growl. He looks positively put out.
What the hell was that noise?
Oh, nothing. I was hoping you would argue with me and I could try and kill you again. It makes me growl when people are conciliatory.
Yeah. So, like, we're gonna BRB real quick just because ads are starting and I want to make sure that Logan doesn't miss out. So I will be right back. See, that's why I was talking about it. It's so hard. He understands. This is a friend that I'm almost always on the same page with, and when we're not, we just talk it out. But I was like thinking, you know, I wonder if other people have this experience. I should bring it up because we're back from some ads. It's time. It's the worst when you just want to fight and nobody will take you up on it. That is so true. When you're trying to pick a fight, it's the worst.
My cannon with heavy iron rounds to tear through anything and everything you might pray to put between us.
Ah yes, cannon. I can evade that easily. I'll turn my face fully to you. No broadsides today, buccaneer.
You've picked up one smidge of strategy from some painted tavern.
I need a sword.
And you imagine
Here.
yourself my equal?
Oh God. What do you say we take this to deeper water?
Deeper water. Oh! Yeah. Wait. Well, damn it.
Jacques
I
looks
win.
all around the room as he speaks, one hand awkwardly clutching his sword handle. You've never seen him look so unsure of himself.
You know, I just remembered that I swabbed the deck. Yeah. The deck needs a good swabbing before I do any intercourse. I mean, killing and bucking and all the other lovely violent things.
I love his vocabulary. Of course he would say intercourse.
So, another time? Post-swab? You bastard.
You bastard. We have one more heart. Yeah, it totally can. Did he cart? Yeah. So I turned it up by 4 decibels. It was like at -20. So that should be okay. But let me know if we'll talk to Tony. He's a pretty loud character. Let me know if he still feels quiet.
All right, you ready for your first workshop?
Absolutely. I forgot that you were doing workshops.
The way I see it, building a relationship's no different from building, well, anything. And seeing as how I'm a master builder...
You wanted to put gum in the electrical sockets to keep my indoor pool from electrocuting.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
Whatever. I'm qualified just fine.
You're toolbox, Tony, which means you only know as much as I do.
Yeah, I gotta disagree. You forget I studied under Greg, the contractor?
Who?
Yeah, you know the guy. You brought him in to spiff up the joint after we moved in.
You don't mean Greg from Greg's List.
Yeah, that's the one. He took me all around the house that week. Taught me everything I know.
That man was not a contractor. I literally paid in deli meat per his request. No, this game is like voice acting important.
Well, you got a scream of a deal. He really knew his stuff.
All right then, blow me away.
First things first. In a courtship, as on a job site, you want to look busy. You don't gotta be doing nothing, you just gotta look it.
I'll also turn down the music once I'm done with this interaction. You telling me that's what Greg was doing?
That's neither here nor there. Point is, makes you look good. Take this for example. The other day I was fixing something in the closet.
We'll hang out here for a second, just to make sure we're running. Yeah, we're back.
I wasn't doing nothing, but I damn sure looked like I was. I just carried a sack of nuts around the job site for 2 hours. Makes your muscles look real good. Lesson number 2.
Greg, help us.
It's what's on the outside that counts.
That is... what? That's not what I've heard.
Take the paint job in the bathroom.
What's wrong with the paint job in the bathroom?
Nothing. Greg did a great job covering up that black stuff we found.
What black stuff?
I think he called it, mold.
We have mold? We have black mold?
Don't even worry about it. You can't see it no more. It's all deep in the walls. And hey, just like the mole or whatever you got in your house, only thing that matters in love is appearances. Your lover don't need to know what's underneath the surface.
Have you been talking to Doug? That still seems wrong.
Wrong about it. People don't actually need to know you. Not deep down, anyway. You just figure out what your lover wants, and then you become that. On the outside.
This is why you're called a tool. This has to be why you're still single.
I'm single because it takes a lot to handle all this. Don't be jealous, baby. I'm sharing my advice with you. Alright. That's enough wisdom for today. Gotta give you time to digest all that good advice.
Yep.
Hope you were taking notes. Next time you're getting tested.
Alright. I'm gonna make you proud.
Good. You better knock my bolts off next time I see you.
I will.
There's the lunch bell. Gotta run. Remember what I told you. Test next time.
It's like midnight. You got it, Tones. What do you mean, Echo? Music volume, go down. Ah, I see. You were saying Echo because you were like, what's happening? Hi, Stormy. Tony's talking about how stellar the VA work is, and I was like, yeah, after playing this game, I'm like spoiled for every other game under the sun. Okay, let's try and find an animal. Starmie, I didn't talk to Mateo at all.
Once again, Harper and Dirk are going at it when you walk up on them.
Talk to me about the animal.
This time, Dirk is the one shouting.
You need to let go of this stupid Chappie thing. I'm not him, and I never will be.
This was not what I wanted to get into.
Dare say his name. You could never be him.
I envy him, to tell you the truth. He finally escaped from you.
Jesus Christ.
Harper is stunned into silence, her lower lip quivering for a moment before she points a finger at the door and screams.
Get out! Get out and go do whatever it is you do when you're living your double fucking life!
I can't wait to get out of here and not hear your shrill-ass voice! That's what I do when I'm away from you, by the way. I just enjoy the goddamn silence!
Go enjoy your goddamn silence then, you fucking asshole!
I will!
Dirk stomps away from Harper, stopping for a moment to look at you. He puts a hand on your shoulder, leaning in but still speaking loudly enough for Harper to hear.
Get away while you can, buddy. Don't let her get her claws into you. Trust me on that.
He walks away, flinching as Harper lets out a frustrated scream. The moment he's gone, Harper exhales, turning on a bright smile for you.
You guys stress me the fucking hell out.
I'm so sorry you had to hear that. Turkey just gets so grumpy sometimes.
I've not yet seen him happy.
Oh, he's happy all the time when no one else is around. He just gets brave when he has an audience.
Excuse me, he gets brave?
You seem like someone who gets relationships. I've been thinking a lot about my relationship with Turkey lately.
That you two should break up and never look at each other again?
Listen to me, won't you?
You should talk to an actual therapist.
Harper beams at you.
Oh, god damn it.
Agreed to listen.
He would.
Oh, good. This way.
Harper grabs your hand, dragging you over to a quiet corner of the room, overturning a box to allow you to sit. She lies on the floor, as if she were at an actual therapist's office.
It all started a few years ago. A lot of things come through this laundry room, you know?
Yeah?
You forget a lot of stuff in your pockets, sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't. And this time, you'd forgotten chapstick in your pocket.
Oh, is this gonna be about the chappie that Dirk just brought up?
God, what a stick of chapstick he was. His name was Chappie, and he had the softest lips you can imagine.
Well, he is chapstick.
We spent weeks together. It was a real whirlwind romance. He started talking engagement towards the end, hoping maybe you'd forget a ring-shaped object in your pocket one of these days.
I was looking for that chapstick for ages.
Well, you found him again later. But I'm jumping ahead.
Oh no. Is this a really bad time for you? Did I take him?
Chappie had crawled back into the pocket of one of your pants. He liked the dark. It made him feel safe.
Harper sniffles, growing silent for a moment. When she speaks, her voice is filled with emotion.
And then you washed him.
I feel like this feels like the diary.
Washford and Drysdale brought him back to me. I'll never forget it. He was melted.
She lets out a sob.
He wasn't the same after that. I tried to keep things going.
Harper turns to you, sadness and anger in her eyes.
But you threw him away.
Honestly, I didn't know anything about any of y'all. For the love of Christ.
That doesn't make it better. Anyway, ever since then, when Turkey gets washed by Washford and Drysdale, he leaves. And when he's up there in your closet, he pretends he doesn't know me. I've gone to see him so many times. I've cried and screamed and practically kicked his door down.
Okay, so, if somebody doesn't open the door when you knock on it, do not escalate. They don't want to see you. Well, it doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah, he is so toxic.
Oh.
I know that Durkee is cheating when he's up there. He calls himself Clarence and acts like he's so cool and above everybody else.
So there's dirty laundry and clean laundry? Is Clarence my clean laundry?
Tell the truth, Durkee! I know you and those Hanks are getting it whenever you're up there. And he's got a stream of objects coming in and out of that closet. I know it!
Right, like we can get you a new chappy for 50 cents. Lime is on it. Well, it just sounds like it sounds like Dirk is plural and you're just not in it. I mean, that makes sense. But I don't think he's cheating. I think he's just Clarence is fronting. Do you have any proof?
Of course I do. Everyone's always like, oh, how do you know, Harper? How are you so sure?
She taps her temple.
Hamper's intuition, honey. I know how nasty he is. I know he can't go that long without getting some.
Excuse me?
Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about our relationship lately. Obviously, I've done nothing wrong and never have. But I
Okay.
just love my Durkee so much. Even though he hurts me so. I just don't know what I should do.
You should break up with him.
But I love him so much.
No, you do not.
I just can't do that.
You love the idea of not being single, and you like having something to put your negative emotions onto.
Well, I guess I should go. Durkee could be doing God knows what out there. I gotta find him before he cheats on me.
She sits up, smiling cheerfully.
Thanks for listening. I feel so much better. Bye!
Funny, I feel worse. Let's talk to Mateo, because I thought, so I talked to Hoove. He said, hey, if you're looking for the inanimal, I saw it when I was cleaning around the hamper. So then I thought I should talk to the hamper to follow up on that. Yeah, though Starmie, DID is a little out of fashion, but otherwise, yeah. She's literally just blaming him for having a system.
I'm so sorry, Matito. I know how much Davy means to you.
Thanks, Betty. And you're sure you haven't seen him in the bedroom anywhere lately? Maybe he fell behind the nightstand, or got stuck in the closet, or something.
I can check again, but I haven't seen him since I caught him hiding my pillows last week.
Well, it's just because he likes you so much.
Oh, is that all? I'll remember that for next time.
There is going to be a next time, right?
Yeah, Starmie, that's exactly, yeah. It literally, Clarence just fronts, that's it. Like, and she is convinced that he's cheating because he has a system.
Of course there is, sweetheart. In the meantime, I'll ask around the bedroom and let you know if I hear anything.
He's just plural.
You're the best.
Still no luck?
No, unfortunately. What about you? Were you able to check out the bathroom? Any sign of Davy?
The bathroom? You mean the washing room? I found this.
That's one of Davy's threads! And you found it in the bathroom?
In the washroom! That's not all I found?
A python! Look at you! What a beauty!
Yeah, Starmie. DID is just the... What do you call it? The DSM's name, and having met a bunch of plural people streaming I found that it's really inaccurate, the symptoms they list, and that most people prefer the term plural. So...
Leave it to Davy to be wandering around, just making friends this whole time. Welcome to the rescue, little guy. What should we call you, hmm? What do you think?
Something cute.
Well, it would have to be, wouldn't it? For such a cute little python. How about... Clover? Well, if the thread was still there, Davy couldn't have been there that long ago, right? Oh, this is great. We should focus on the rooms downstairs. One of the responses to the Facebook post was from Telly. Apparently, Davy got caught up in Connie's cords not long after Hoove saw him in the laundry room.
Yeah, that's what,
Telly said that they lost track of him, but they're still untangling things, so he could be stuck back there somewhere.
Okay, so check behind Telly.
Can you go check it out?
Sure.
Oh, finally, some good news. Hang on, Davy. We're coming, buddy. Come on now, Clover.
Yeah, she's a really cool streamer. Let's see. Oh, look. What is this? What's that? Okay, because that's that's an animal, so I can't talk to that object today.
You're back!
Yeah, unfortunately.
Off, Sudsy! Go lick someone else's hands. I don't care how dirty they are. Off with you. Go to your tray. So, have you found someone to help yet?
No, but maybe I can help you myself.
You? Alone?
Okay, so I do have to find a professional. I'm not feeling very confident about that. Jeremy, do you do a play on Sunday? You can see my camera bouncing because I'm bouncing.
Oh, hi.
Nope.
I'm on vocal restraint. Trying my best.
I'll have to catch you next time.
You're welcome.
Damn it. I'm failing utterly. Scandelabra?
You return. You are rather jejune in your jests. But to become one with a path of scandal, you must give as much as you take.
I wish to become one with the path of scandal.
I've given you an awful lot, haven't I? What have you for me?
Lux is a real asshole.
So I have noticed. As an analog source of light, I once offered Lux some brightness when the power went out. But as Lux is terminally online, there was no way I could reach them. When the electricity surged through the housedom again, Lux called me cringe and refused to be seen in photos with me anymore.
Rude!
That you have noticed the
Cringe
same,
is dead.
as many others, increases the scandalation of it all. Do you have any more?
I don't.
Then be gone, and find me some tasty morsels.
Oh, Starmie, I don't think you did. And I don't think you will. Man, today was kind of a bust, huh? Let's see what's going on with the treadmill.
Well met, combatant. Did you choose your weapon well? Did you train for this match? We will fight. We will fight together. All in what a perfect day. What is your weapon?
A soup spoon.
Ah, a deceptively simple and versatile weapon. What will you do, huh? Scoop out my eyes? Bury a flaming chunk of peat moss in a hollow of my throat?
These are all very metal. Definitely eye scooping.
Ah, yes, excellent. It's one of my favorites, I must admit.
What?
What a shame for you. I know the perfect
Are we role-playing?
counter-move.
I think we're role-playing right now. Which is?
Why, a bear hug, of course! I pull you in tightly and completely defeat the advantage of your weapon!
Kristoff scoops you into his arms, crushing you against his prominent pecs.
That flywheel would really, really hurt. You're hugging me.
That I am. It's part of your training.
This would really hurt.
A warrior must always be ready for physical intimacy.
Oh.
He holds you closer, lifting you just a bit so that your nose settles into the crook of his neck. This is not the sort of violence you were expecting prior.
This is actually adorable, and I'm very confused. This is not unpleasant.
I know. I smell of sweat. I smell of victory. I smell of manliness. It is my natural scent. It has lulled many an enemy into a swoon, and thereafter I, of course, destroy them!
Do warriors have to practice the martial art of lovemaking?
There's time for all that later. Right now, we do violence. It would honor me and make me less likely to kill you out of boredom if you would focus.
Right, violence, got it.
Excellent. Now, you are swooning. Both of my eyes are intact in my head. I have you in a brutal yet pleasurable full-body embrace. Choose your next move boldly.
I faint and play dead.
If you fainted, you wouldn't be playing dead at all. You'd almost be dead. Actually dead.
Okay.
I believe it is time we come squarely face-to-face plate with the facts. You are bad at violence.
I am bad at violence. I've been trying to tell you that.
While I am naturally exceptional listener, sometimes even I miss things.
It's okay.
I hope I wasn't too forceful. Whoa, that sentence felt absolutely alien as it exited my mouth. You aggravate me. You won't be forced. You won't fight. And you won't surrender. How discombobulating.
You mean I'm difficult?
But I am adaptable. I am a brilliant adapter, actually. So, you say what you would like to do. Cannot believe I'm cannot believe I'm letting you decide this. And I will I will adapt.
Let's exercise. I've heard that exercise is good for you.
Ah, yes. Any activity that helps you get stronger. Makes you more fit, more prepared to do higher and better and more excellent violence. Yes, yes, yes. That is very good for you. Excellent. Let us begin. The first and most important thing for doing violence, for you, I would call it exercise. You have made great strides in declaring yourself willing to learn. I will be magnanimous and meet you halfway. The first thing we must find in exercising is the why. Let us find your why. Tell me, what is your most powerful reason for wanting to sweat, breathe hard, and learn my noble art?
What options do I have? I want to feel better. I not so secretly want to be like Keanu Sleeves. Keanu Sleeves, indeed.
I do not know this reference.
He's a movie star. He's a grade A badass. He's this guy that gets mad at people who disrespect him and basically destroys their world using the power of knitted pullovers. Yes? But we'll go with this one.
Ah, so I don't know him, but I truly esteem him if he uses violence and exercise to right great wrongs. I can make you this, Keanu Sleeps.
Keanu Sleeps.
For your first adventure, you will begin with a 20-minute walk. Big steps. Swing from the shoulders. This is the walk of a victorious conqueror, not a mouse in cloud sneakers. Remember to breathe from your belly and feel the energy of the earth.
You're actually a pretty good trainer. Starting me with a nice walk. Okay.
You can do it. Don't forget to come back and tell me how it went. I'll have a new mission for you on your return.
Oh, are you actually expecting the player to do that? That would seem like that's what you want. I'm streaming right now. I can't go on a walk, guy. What do we want to do? Do we want to... Let's see what's going on with Curly Q down here.
An amalgamation of pig, spring, and pen appears
so
before
cute.
you. This must be an animal, but not the Davy you've been looking for. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are.
Oh my god, so cute. Oh, you count the inanimals against Mateo? That's bullshit. What time is it? Oh. It's the time that Timothy wanted me to show up.
Timothy is just putting the finishing touches on polishing a pocket watch. When he sees you, he waves you over, setting the watch aside and pocketing the cleaning cloth.
There you are, just on time.
I'm good at that, my bro.
I must say, I'm absolutely chuffed to see how timely you've been.
Chuff does not sound right coming out of your mouth.
You're right on schedule. I was just polishing some of my timekeepers. Would you care to join me?
Sure.
Capital. Have a seat, darling. Now, when last we spoke, we discussed the importance of what?
Why do all of these objects think I need to learn from them?
Precisely. Nothing better. Nothing more important. The biggest lesson here is that time, above all else, is the first thing you must consider when it comes to love. But there are, of course, other things to consider. Having a schedule for your date is imperative to ensure you are using every moment with your lover correctly.
Even during sex?
Why must you say it so disdainfully? There is nothing more arousing than an orderly, efficiently planned date.
I'll play along, but...
Picture this, if you will.
Oh, cute! So you make the one cute picture you have after you say something so fucking weird?
You and your date arrive at your dinner reservation exactly on time. Your date says to you, "Darling, what's on the agenda?" You say to them, "We have approximately 10 minutes to review the menu and engage in small talk." They can only moan in needful appreciation for your immaculate scheduling.
This is a fantasy I will never have. Is that really what you think would happen?
What I think, it's what I know would happen. Why, it has happened on every single date I've ever been on.
No, they've moaned in anger and frustration. It's a groan. So you're still single now because...
I am simply too busy to date at the moment. I am not the one who needs help here.
If you say so.
I do.
Oh, Jesus.
At any rate, scheduling your entire date down to the minute is not only efficient, but an excellent bonding experience for any couple. So let us practice now. You have asked me on a date, and we have both arrived on time. As we are seated for dinner, I look deeply into your eyes and ask you about tonight's agenda.
Even though they have... I think some characters have full niches and some characters are people. I think they could have done a lot more with a clock.
You say?
I read off a meticulously planned timetable for the evening in increments of 10 minutes.
Meow. I have never been so attracted to another. Excellent. Truly excellent.
It's only because you're super cute in these pictures that I'm even entertaining you.
Surprise! Our date has gone swimmingly, and I have invited you to another activity. But your schedule has not accounted for this unexpected excursion. Horror of horrors! What do you do?
I hurriedly rearranged my schedule to accommodate.
Well, I suppose that could work, but it is certainly not something I personally could accommodate. Terrible things happen when the schedule is not respected. Terrible things.
Yeah, like an old lady librarian type. I even think they could have gone with this, but gone for the exact opposite, where they're so invested in time they don't even notice it ticking by, right? Because time itself as a concept is eternal and perpetual.
Our time for this conversation is beginning to dwindle. Before I bid you leave me once more, tell me what you have learned. Last time we learned the value of timeliness. Today we learn the value of...
scheduling!
Precisely! Scheduling! I would so love to talk to you at length about crafting a proper schedule, but I'm afraid my time runs short. If you wish to continue our talks, return to me at 9 p.m. As ever, no sooner, no later. Farewell.
Okay. So Trauma from someone forgetting to change his time on daylight savings. Pen, our office supplies, went on a date with Kristoff. Let's see how that went.
The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Marker Twain.
Another quote of the day?
You better believe it. So the date with Chris was awful. A disaster, even.
Tell me about it.
He spent the night chasing me around with what looked like an axe, but was probably just a spare ski or something.
Oh, dear.
And at the end of it, he asked if he could see me again, but instead of kissing me, he leaned in and whispered that I had the calves of a malnourished mountain goat. And that he found my scrawniness appealing because of the potential I had, if I would just commit to fitness. So anyway, I'm thinking maybe masculinity is like, not my thing. And that's okay. I've got a date lined up with a real pretty shelf that's just as hot and strong as Chris.
You're going on a date with Shelly? Oh, God, Pen.
And I'm like 90% sure she won't try to kill me.
Pen! You should date me instead.
Oh, wow. You keep saying things like that, I might just get the wrong idea.
You're so cute.
Stop teasing me, you big old kidder. You got any tips for this date? Anything to keep in mind for going out with someone who could totally crush me with a pinky, but is also feminine and fine?
Feminine and fine. Sounds like you're describing yourself.
Wow, you're right. You really got to start watching what you say. You're going to make me think the wrong things. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Albert Feinstein. Okay. Calm. Cool. You got this, Penelope. Shout out to that motivational office quotes calendar, man.
Yeah, Logan. Shelly is going to murder this poor thing.
It always knows just what to say. Oh my god. I think that's her now. Hey, hey, hey!
Shelley bounds into the room, lifting Penelope up into the air and tossing her like a beach ball.
I warned you.
I hope you're ready to get, like, totally swept off your feet. This is a real love connection, and not two lonely things desperately clinging to each other in a last shot at love.
Shelly!
Oh, wow! That's just what I was about to say! We really are on the same page. But also, like, please put me down.
We're gonna BRB for the rest of this. Hold on. Oh, you're stationary in one piece.
Oh my god, am I messing up already? I am so sorry. God, stupid Shelly.
Shelley drops Penelope like a ton of bricks.
Oh no!
Penelope slowly, painfully climbs to her feet, while Shelley berates herself.
You always do this, Shelly. You get too excited and you just go in.
Maybe you could break from beating yourself up to go on your date.
Hey, it's okay. Why don't we just start over again, huh?
Shelley turns towards Penelope, wiping away a few tears.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you watch the two of them leave arm in arm, you have a sinking feeling. You'll have to come back later and see how it went.
Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. What's going on, pirate boy?
If you didn't have enough on your plate,
Lucinda.
here comes Lucinda Lavish.
Come on, baby. Tell me what to do. Use me.
I don't want to hurt you, but can we talk more about you?
Well, I guess you said you'd pick whatever you wanted.
Lucinda's defenses fall, and her very being deflates. She looks off into the distance, at nothing at all.
You know I can't talk to anyone else here. I was made last, so everyone else wrapped their voice over. So even if I wanted to, there's no one to talk to. Not even Mikey.
You can talk to me, though.
Okay, you're not voiced.
I could have sworn I'm saying things.
You're saying them, just not out loud.
Lime, you've missed it. She broke the fourth wall a while ago.
I hear you just fine, though. But our time together, it's brief.
Lucinda sighs and turns to face you directly.
I'm lonely, and I'm wasting your time again.
Lucinda longing. Yeah. I got a fantastic red shirt, the soundtrack, and 2 dateables, Mikey Transaction and her.
You think the real me is just the sad sack who keeps complaining?
Oh, dear. No, we're gonna merge all these different Lucindas into one.
That's so boring, I might just vomit. I might not know what I am, but I certainly know what I'm not. And I was not made to be some touchy-feely sort of thing. It feels wrong.
I'm sorry.
Just go.
Well, Jesus! Rough. Alright, y'all, hold on one second. It is Victor's birthday, so I have to order some dinner for a Victor. Just clarifying whether he also wants a boba. We get fried tofu from this place near us that is amazing. And that is what he felt like. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to it. Let's go date some things. I'm sorry, Lime. Victor, I hardly know her. Logan, I'll evict you, but while laughing. Okay. Hi, Mateo. Oh my god. Stay.
When you find Mateo next, he has a visitor. Some sort of book man.
That's amazing. You're amazing. Also, he's reading a romance novel about fans.
Mateo, is he still missing? Yeah, it's been days.
I was looking that way, Lime, because I was looking at DoorDash on my other monitor. I have two monitors right now, but I'm actually... I mentioned Ferris is moving, and Ferris is moving out this weekend, and so I have... Oh, Victor. That styrofoam brick over here? Yeah, dig through it, you'll find straws and cute little mason jars. And so my station's moving into the living room with a corner desk so that it's bigger. And I am taking one of my monitors back from Victor, my old ones. So I'll have 3.
We found one of his threads in the bathroom, but there hasn't been another sign of him yet. Do you think he might have gone back there? Maybe I should go check again.
Like there's comic books for his...
I ran into Amir on my way over. There's no sign of him in either bathroom.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, Mateo. I just know something's wrong. He's never been gone this long. What if he got caught on something? He's already lost one of his threads. What if he unraveled? What if...
Mateo, breathe. We're going to find him, okay?
And if we don't... Lyric, I can't go through this again. We won't have to. Now that the human is able to speak with us, I'm sure they'll be able to help even better than we can.
Oh, you know, this... Yeah, it's, some games don't, register as a game. So I just had my monitor overlay as an overlay. Nothing super.
Thanks, Lyric. I'll run through the list of leads again. We're gonna find him. Chin up, my snuggle buddy.
Aww. Anything from Lyric?
Nope. Another bust. And that list is only getting shorter.
Well, this little guy should cheer you up.
Another one of Davy's threads? What in the Chanel is going on with him?
I think he's leaving them on purpose.
What makes you say that?
There was something... Looks like Davy made another friend.
A springtail? Do you know how tough these little guys are to catch?
Actual springtails are little buggies that live in your... plants.
That's impressive!
They're good for your plants. I just showed up.
Give yourself some credit. Handling in animals can be tricky. And it looks like you have a knack for it. Now, what should we call you?
Something punny.
Who doesn't love a good pun? You definitely look like a little jokester to me. Well, since you're already a springtail, how about summer?
Boo!
Are you up for looking into another lead?
Give me what you got.
Stepford and Shelley were complaining about a weird rustling in the gym closet recently. I didn't think much about it since the gym is all the way across the house from where we found the other signs of Davy, but if Davy really is leaving clues, maybe whatever Davy is trying to lead us to is up there. Worth checking out at least, right?
Yep.
I was starting to feel a little hopeless earlier, but now I really think we're onto something. You've been a big help. I can't thank you enough. It means a lot to me that I'm not the only one out there looking for him.
No
Well,
prob.
Summer, let's go meet your new friends.
Following rules of 3, this should probably be Davy that I find, but we can't talk to Davy on the same day that we visit Mateo. Sinclair wants someone who can help him. I don't think I know any magicians. Hmm. That does remind me of Stepford.
Hi, hi, hi!
Oh, that's Shelley, not Stepford. Oops.
You got big I have a question vibes right now.
Actually, I'm here looking for Davy. Have you seen him? Oh, yay!
Nah, but maybe that explains that weird noise the other day. I was helping Stepford get his lift on, and it was going great. But then we started hearing these weird noises from the closet. I'm not gonna lie, I was real scared, buddy. But Stepford was even more scared. So I just yelled the fear right out of him, and then we finished our set. It's hard being brave for your friends, but I couldn't let him suffer. You need me to yell the fear out of you too?
I'm good, thanks. That's all I needed.
Cool, cool. Anytime you need a little cheering up, I'll be here.
Okay, can I actually talk to Stepford now?
You find Stepford polishing his well-muscled arm vigorously. He appears to be muttering to himself.
Hey, Stepford. Oh my god. I just realized his background music. It's like the slow motion Baywatch music.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this spot out. Not sure if you've noticed, but I've gotten a bit, bronze lately.
I had noticed that, actually.
Is it so obvious? Oh, Lord. You must think I'm hideous.
Actually, Lime, I did too. I was like, no, I'm good, thanks. And then I was like, internally wincing.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about it.
Maybe it's natural.
You're right, you know. It's like this. I got the way I am, all gold and beautiful and all, because in my youth I was extremely competitive. I entered and won every contest I could find. I was a complete natural. I never really needed to try. I just showed up and showed off and showed everyone what first place looked like. I lived for the competition, the cheering, the adoring fans, the tough opponents. It was the life for me.
But it didn't last.
Bingo. If we stop competing, we turn into showpieces. Our gold starts turning to silver and to bronze. It's not that we stop getting given out, but our inner essence changes.
That's what's happening to you?
It is. Eventually, we come to a turning point. It's either get back in the fight and risk the arena once more, or retire and spend our time polishing up, clearing away the patina, and covering up what can't be cleared away.
I think that's just called aging, my buddy.
Maybe you're right. But there could be one last taste of glory. Oh, I don't know. In any case, now that we're getting to know one another, I have to tell you something. I started doing all this tanning because, well, I'm actually all pewter underneath. Pewter! Like, what place even is that? 12th?
I don't know.
Exactly. I'm afraid the time of decision is upon me.
Retirement could be full of new joys.
Should I put my competition days behind me? Maybe you're right. Thanks for talking to me. I think I'd better think about this for a bit. It's not an easy decision. If I compete again, I could get hurt or even lose.
Oh dear.
And I don't think I could bear that.
No, neither could I. Oh, it would be so horrible.
Come see me again sometime soon, okay?
Okay. See you around. It is 9 p.m., I believe. Is it time to talk to Timothy? I think it's time to talk to Timothy. Oh no, it's 6 p.m. Okay, we can't do Jeremy because it's Tusical, and you only get one musical. So... I had a thought, and then I... Oh! Pirate time.
And here we are.
Oh, we're actually gonna do this. Okay.
Now listen.
Bo holds a finger up to her lips, lowering her voice.
We have to at least try to be very, very sneaky.
I thought you were a great cat burglar.
I am. I'm the best, but even cats make noises sometimes.
That's kind of not true.
Bo sets the scene for you with her hands, curling 2 fingers in the air like a pair of legs sneaking past.
The goal is to sneak into the ship, sneak past Jacques, who will probably be sitting on the deck staring out at his plastic ocean. Then we sneak.
It doesn't look plastic. The water is moving. No, let me guess. We sneak?
Yes, that's it. I love your enthusiasm. Going on a great quest with a great companion. Oh, it's the best. Oh, also, here, take this.
She holds out an extension cord to you.
Get an
It's wound
extension
in a
whip.
circle, just like the whip Bo carries.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
I made it for you. I figured since we're going on the great quests, you're gonna need some kind of a weapon.
Okay, to be honest, this just exists. It's just a surge protector with a long cord, Bo. You did not make it for me. You just coiled it.
And I figured that something that doubles as a tool would be useful. And also, I don't know you well enough to trust you with a projectile. So, extension cord whip it is.
I don't know you well enough to trust you with a projectile. So once we're down in the hole...
We're looking for the secret sword. I have to be truthful with you that I only have anecdotal evidence for what it looks like. I read in one source that it's massive and gold and has a great big tassel on the hilt. Then I read in another source that it's actually just a stick, a little piece of driftwood that washed around in some huge river for hundreds of years until it was worn small and straight and perfectly smooth.
Is it a toothpick? I think you swing the plug.
All of the times that I've tried to get this thing for myself, and I've only been in the hold once. It was there, but Jacques had some sort of tarp draped over it. I think it was a cocktail napkin.
Oh my god, is it a cocktail stick? Like the ones with the little, like, floofy cellophane on the end?
It had like a little neon pineapple on it.
This might be complicated.
Oh, it all adds to the fun. I can
How
tell
am
you
I
for
getting in this
absolute
bottle, by
certainty,
the way?
we will know it when we see it.
Whoever can make me the size to get in the bottle can definitely help Sinclair.
Whatever it looks like, it will be perfect and spectacular. Okay, in we go.
Jack draws his cocktail sword with a snarl.
Damn it.
Stop! Right there! You insolent, trespassing repeat offender! I draw my sword at you. I bite my thumb, and I express gaseous matter towards your position.
Well, shit.
Maybe if we didn't spend so much time talking about sneaking.
Calm? You dare open your tag-along mouth to tell me to be calm? If you even knew the number of times this scallywag has invaded my ocean, boarded my ship, and attempted to swipe my precious personal property right out from underneath me, you would not be mashing your teeth together to form the repugnant, repulsive, and ultimately unsatisfactory word of calm!
Yeah, you're angry. You're the fearsomest pirate of the 7 seas, and we should all bow and scrape to your terribleness.
Yeah, you're the fearsomest pirate of the 7 seas.
Except for, let's face facts, you don't have 7 seas. You have one. And it's not a sea, it's a piece of molded plastic, and the paint is chipping.
It actually moves, so it's not plastic, Bo. Bo, your whole outfit is also made of recycled cardboard.
Yeah, but that's because I'm scrappy and crafty and cool. Jacques is delusional. There is a difference.
Not really, because you thought you made me an extension cord whip.
Delusional? Delusional? I'll have you drawn and quartered, you black-hearted pretender!
Oh yeah? By who? Your huge and loyal band of dust mites?
Do not bring Dolly into this.
Why, you!
Come on! Just, like, get it the fuck together, you two.
This is what I've been trying to tell you! There is no talking to this doofus. This is why I've just been trying to sneak past him and not deal with his nonsense.
And you have failed every single time. That should be some sort of clue for you about your ineptitude in the arts of subterfuge and knavery.
He's definitely got a point. And yeah, Logan, here's what I'm thinking. Whatever we're gonna do, someone tiny is probably very useful.
You shall never have the sword.
Oh, I'll have it all right. If I have to hang your tiny butt from a miniature yard arm, I'll have it.
That is enough!
You're right. We're never gonna get anywhere this way. But I don't know what else to do with him. Short of tying him up. Is that an option?
No.
I feel compelled to warn both of you that whatever suggestion you make, be it reasonable or logic or even sure to succeed to bring glory to all parties, I will probably say no.
That is, I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, for God's sake.
You should be flattered I said anything. I'm under no moral obligation to volunteer information to interlopers.
Bo, why don't you tell us why the sword is so fucking important?
I'm sure you know the sword is ancient.
Okay, but what is ancient to some boxes?
Nobody knows exactly when it was created, or by whom. If I understand my research correctly, Jacques, it just showed up one day in your hold.
Since we are now discussing something about which I care, I will deign to answer you. That is correct. One day, I awoke to find the sword in my hold, gleaming and sparkling in the early morning ocean light.
The sword, ancient and glorious as it is also the only known key to defeating the fearsome Isolde.
Isolde? Like I sold her?
Blow me down. You lie. You must lie. But why would you? I've already defeated you. There is no way you could win, either physically or by trickery, so you must be saying the truth. Or at least, your version of the truth. Isolde. The Isolde?
Who is Isolde?
She is a mighty and intrepid thief. she reigned over the house with unquestioned power years ago. Until one day, she just disappeared. Well, there were searches. I believe at one point even a quest to attempt to find her and bring her home. But all to no avail.
Yeah, there was a quest. It was me.
This is personal for you, isn't it?
But that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, it is what we're talking about right now. I believe that I asked about Isolde.
Jacques, the sword is the key. Without that sword, I cannot fight her. I cannot return her quarry to its rightful place. To be honest, without that sword, the greatest adventure of my existence ends right here, on the deck of your ship.
Follow me.
Wow, wow, you're gonna give us a sword?
Jack doesn't even wait for your answer before pushing past you and Bo.
What?
He doesn't bother turning as you call after him.
You're not gonna take us somewhere else and kill us, right?
Oh, don't you worry. We are not in any danger. Never were.
Bo, I don't trust a word you say.
I can only pretend so many times that I do not hear your insolence, you jumped-up shoebox. And no, innocent.
Jack finally stops, turning to look at the two of you from over his shoulder. His expression is quite serious.
Yeah, like, I think it's the sold sign, the previous homeowner. Maybe it's like an estate sale kind of idea, you know? Because I believe this is my grandma's house. I inherited it, and I think, you know, maybe they're talking about, like, I sold to the person who came through and just sold everything.
We're going to the hold.
Jacques leads you to a place deep within his ship, looking at you and Bo with a grave expression.
This is my inner sanctum.
How am I in the bottle? No one has answered how I'm in the bottle.
As you could imagine, nobody comes here. Mostly because without the magic of those glasses you're wearing, nobody could fit.
So the glasses have shrunk me.
With two hands.
Thank you for answering that.
Its sanctified cover, I slowly, dramatically slide the silken fabric off
The cocktail napkin. And
I present to you the secret sword.
He lifts the sword from its altar, his expression reverent and his touch careful.
And
oh, great Betsy!
Wait. Wait. Is that like glitter glue? Is this like a bejeweled toothpick?
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Look at all the shimmering gems and how slim and delicate it is.
Oh my god.
What?
I know that sword.
Gasp!
Gasp! I made it when I was a kid.
You made it?
It's a toothpick dipped in glue and covered in glitter. Yeah, it just has a bottle cap.
Jacques' face twists into a furious expression, his voice nearly cracking with the bubbling rage of your perceived insult.
You lie! You lie! This is a sacred and magical object that appeared here in my hold one day, and I will protect it with my life!
Damn right, Jacques. It is sacred and special. Whoa. I think Jacques is right. That's unexpected.
I see that your relationship with each other is progressing. It's still a toothpick and glitter glue.
I don't know that I'd call that progress. That would imply that we had a goal toward progress, which we don't. I don't think. He needs to agree to give me the sword for
reasons.
Give? You said borrow. You said nothing about give at all. This was always a loan, a temporary state of affairs. But fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, it is not just a simple matter of loaning you my single most precious possession. You see, I am going with you.
What?
I desire adventure. Need it. Even more than I detest your cardboard company.
Go the hell you're not! Over my dead boxes! No!
I'm muted. like a true boomer. It's speak. It's speak, Misroy. Oh, I just jumped to 11 viewers. Is someone rating me? No. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all. This quest is bigger than both of you.
Child, you have no idea just how much bottle I can be.
If it has to be, it has to be.
Okay, you punks.
I'm gonna go get my quips ready, though. Because this is the biggest adventure of my entire life, and I'm sure as hell not gonna miss it.
Onward! To the boxes!
To the boxes! To be a butthead? Why are you using the speak command? Butthead? Also, hi, Misroy. Hi, Timothy.
Oh, hello. Goodness me, but it's quite late, isn't it?
You told me to come at this time.
I hadn't expected to see you in the dark.
Wait, you're the only one who gets to stay up late?
What? How did you possibly get that from what I said? You've an impressive ability to extract negativity from the mildest statement, haven't you? Still, you cannot bring me down. Not when I have these gorgeous things to keep me company.
You told me to come at this time! It's going great, obviously, Misroy.
Timothy gestures expansively to a collection of pocket watches in front of you both.
I know I promised to help you with your love life. But if you'll help me care for my collection, I think it will achieve both of our aims beautifully.
It's true, by calling him names.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, actually, that's really kind of flattering that you'll trust me with your
Why,
precious
yes.
things.
You've shown yourself to be a reliable, timely person. Why not?
You take a seat by Timothy. He hands you a soft
Literally, this is the only sprite that makes me even bother with this character.
Gently, just like this. Draw the cloth across the watch face. To maintain a pocket watch, one need only use a microfiber cloth. Harsh chemicals or even water can damage the surface and the inside. Pocket watches are like hearts in that way.
That's like the first actual good piece of advice you've had. They have to be regularly maintained?
Precisely, yes.
Yeah, that's like the only good advice you've ever had.
A proper pocket watch must be regularly tended to with gentle, loving hands. A mechanical pocket watch must, at minimum, be kept clean and wound daily. My watches here are all mechanical. I have no quarrel with quartz.
Give him a laugh, because I know you're trying, guy.
Timothy seems quite pleased. He beams at you, then allows himself to continue on.
My point is that quartz watches require a bit less care in their maintenance. And I say this is a mistake. Sure, that might make them suited to everyday use for everyday folk, but who needs that? How will anyone know you're dedicated and good with your hands if you're using a watch that runs on a battery? That runs along tick-tock ticking without outside help?
This makes 0 sense, like actually 0 sense. I am, in fact, a little confused.
It's preposterous, really.
Yeah, I mean, you all make 0 sense, but this makes triple 0 sense. So you're saying I should be high maintenance?
Precisely.
Oh.
When you make the rules around interacting with you complex and difficult, only those worth bothering will be able to adhere to them.
He's making the high value argument. He's saying be a high value woman. I don't agree with him at all.
Pish posh. It's perfectly excellent advice.
No, Lime and I were talking about that too. It's just like so many missed opportunities for a
Trust
clock.
me, I'm an expert.
Timothy looks over at the watch in your hand, as though suddenly realizing you're still holding it.
There now, that'll do.
Okay.
You can just set that down there.
Yes.
Gently, please.
Okay. Set it down by the other watches.
Thank you. Your help and courtesy are most appreciated.
You stress me out.
You and I have been talking for some time now about these things. I hope you have gotten something from these little chats of ours.
You've been a huge help, thank you.
I am pleased to hear it. I have seen much and more over the years, but I've rarely been given the opportunity to share my experience. I am grateful to have had the opportunity to impart my advice to you. I have much work remaining to do, unfortunately.
Yeah, Misroy. Yep, I've gotten you're a weird dude, Timothy.
But if you'd like to speak to me again, perhaps about another topic, you may find me at 9 a.m. sharp.
We'll see.
Farewell, then.
As you walk away from Timothy, he seems fully absorbed in his pocket watches. Perhaps it's your imagination, but he does seem happier than when you first walked up on him.
I have been summoned to be a cat mother. You want to just settle? No? Yeah? There you go. Perfectly feasible lap for you. Okay. Well, let's go sleep. This week is flying by. This is Horatio. Nah. Nah, it's Boopy. Kitty Cam. I put him on camera, and then he was mad about it, so he left. Right. What did Mateo say about the inanimals? Mateo said... There was the TV, and then he said... Oh, fuck. I forgot where he said. No, Horatio's used to it. He knows he's beautiful. There's Dolly. Oh, fuck. So... Guys, oh man, I really forgot. Starmie, do you remember where Mateo said I should look for the next inanimal? Okay, not with the TV. Was it upstairs? I don't think so. I felt like he told me to stay downstairs, but... Oh wait, it was in the gym! It was in the gym! It was in the closet, yes.
The strings in the gym closet appear before you in a more canid form. Surely this is the tassel hound you've been on the lookout for. It leaps into your pocket, ready to go back to Mateo when you are.
Please. Okay, you're Davy. I just got an achievement for finding Davy. No, I wasn't allowed to look because the inanimals count.
Well, say howdy, honey. Don't you look nice today?
The inanimals count as the object, so like I can't talk to Mateo today because he counts as Mateo. Hey Dolly, thanks. I've been working on my style.
I can tell.
What have you been up to under here?
Oh, you know, just catching up on some reading. Some novels, a bit of light research.
What you researching?
Mostly abiological history. You know, when dust first started settling and forming into bunnies, historical data, that sort of thing. Also parsing through archaeological research. Mite morphology, translating timeless, tarnished texts. The basics.
The basics? Sounds like you're a real academic.
That's right. I'm tenured at DIRT.
Dirt?
The Domestic Institute of Research and Technology.
Oh my god, you're a tenured professor?
I've been teaching there for, oh gosh, I finished my first PhD 8 years ago. Plus, my time as a PTI during my master's, so... 114 years?
114 years?
We inanimates don't work on your human timeline. If you have a problem with my age, then we have a problem, honey.
No, I don't have a problem with your age.
Oh, I see. You saw the ears and the pout and the getup and immediately thought, oh look, there's a silly little bimbo.
No.
It's okay. Honestly, I understand the sentiment. I've gotten it all my existence. Pretty face, slim waist, curves of dirt in all the right places. Why would I want to work at anything at all? Truth be told, even though the body came first, the bunny ears came after the degrees.
That's funny.
Others were already judging me based on my looks. Why not own it? And get paid for it, too.
You mean you're a model?
That's right. I was Miss May in the latest edition of Play Bunny magazine.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
So you've conquered media and academia. What's next?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I suppose, well, what any dust is looking for. Love, friendship.
I'm looking for that too.
I could tell. Let me be 100% honest with you. I may put myself out there, but work keeps me pretty busy. I don't meet that many new folks, especially humans. I'm very selective about who I spend my time with, and what few others I can let in.
Let in?
That's right. I keep myself hidden for a reason. Don't be too forward with me. I don't like it. Why don't we join back up here after a while and try our hand at a proper rendezvous?
How should I dress?
Maybe something that can handle getting dirty. You let me worry about the details. All you have to do is show up.
I'll be there.
See you around.
Yeah, it was on the magazine cover. It literally was like getting dirty. Hold on. Where the hell is Dolly? We're gonna have to go A to C, A to B. Whatever. Dolly. Here. Bring an apple, score a date. Hot for teacher, more than just a pretty face. Fast as a rabbit, into the mind of a fast-track educator. Find chemistry with this scientist. Getting dirty. Getting intimate with her research and teaching at the Domestic Institute of Research and Technology. Yeah, Lit Eastwood is the name of her bunny. That's the name of her pet. She hates sneezing. Makes sense. They go by room. So, like, it helps you find things. So, these guys, you can find in the living room, apparently. Or like, maybe upstairs near the attic or something, right? Because, like, art. But if you can find it in the living room, then it'll be here. And then I believe this is kitchen, yeah. Wait a second, wonder if the other one was a different one, or if Link my toast and then later refused. I love that. If they're just having, like, if, like, Dolly's consciousness just passes from lint ball to lint ball. That would be hilarious.
A burly chef stands in your kitchen, looking at you expectantly as he stirs a saucepot. Despite his intimidating stature, there's warmth in the depths of his dark eyes.
You must be my new sous chef.
Nope.
I'm Stefan.
Hello, Stefan. I love your voice,
Hey.
Stefan.
Are you ready for prep?
Stefan regards you in silence for a few long moments.
Then why are you here?
An adorable chicken-shaped timer slides into the conversation, settling on Stefan's shoulder.
Okay. I know a lot of people here are subscribers, but Lime and Logan are not, and I want to make sure that they can see it.
You're right, Mr. Cluckles. I could stand to be nicer.
He takes a deep breath, steadying himself, then points dramatically at you.
You! What are you doing in my kitchen?
I don't know. What are you doing in my kitchen? This is my kitchen.
This is my kitchen. You must have me confused for someone who thinks this kind of thing is funny. I'm busy. I've got a whole lot of folks to feed, and unless you are here to help, I need you to step out of... Wait. Do you smell that?
Just your bad attitude.
Oh, how dare you.
Wrong image.
Yes. I'm preheated. I know. Thank you, Mr. Cluckles. Always keeping me on track. Like some humans who come in my kitchen just to distract me.
It's my kitchen, dude. And a story.
You know, I miss when humans understood the value of the boiling pot of water. When they would let a sauce properly reduce over time. The aroma of spices fill the air. And everything was homemade. And now all people do is use food fetch.
Like I did today.
They're missing the entire point of it all.
Are you okay?
Only a human who doesn't understand cooking would ask me that. Cooking is life. It's not just food, it's your soul. Maybe one day you'll understand that. Until then, I'm wasting heat standing around here talking to you.
Anyone ever tell you how rude you are?
Well, of course they do. And they didn't know a crepe from a grape. So I couldn't give a damn about what they say.
Miser's like, Stefan, he understands my soul. Wait, I know a crepe from a drape. Does that count? I actually can cook really well.
Go on, shoot.
Okay.
Mr. Cluckles, all prep should be done in 7.5 minutes. Start the timer. And go!
No!
Oh dear.
Tidus points her sword at you, but the moment she recognizes you, she lowers it. Her shoulders sag, and her face falls. You're not sure if your mere presence has ever so thoroughly disappointed anyone before.
No, it would be nice if it didn't.
You. Why you? Why anyone? Why would a being with a beating heart chance upon this cursed place?
What is going on with your font, guys? Could you not have paid your font guy to include these glyphs? Like, hold up, guys. Hold up. It's learning with Hildy time. Learning with Hildy time. Do 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 do. Okay, so glyphs. When we're talking about a font, we're not actually talking about letters, we're talking about glyphs. So when we're talking about Unicode, essentially they are known as Unicode characters, right? You probably know these from ACAI art or whatever, but the fact is every single letter in the entire universe that a computer can use uses Unicode. Wow. Wow, Chrome, you're having a hard time right now, aren't you? Excuse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, are we okay? We good? Ooh. Maybe there is no learning with Hildy. Hello?